Alright guys, we're going to be checking out a loadout today that was recommended to me by a subscriber. We're going to be looking at the AMR9 with the double barrel conversion kit. This is a loadout that I haven't looked at in quite a long time, so I'm definitely curious to see how it's rocking here in Season 5. When this thing first came out, I was a little bit underwhelmed because I was figuring with the double the barrels this thing would be doing just double the damage, right? In theory, yes, but I think putting on this conversion kit made it shoot a little bit slower, but if I remember correctly, I think they kind of fixed that issue. We're going to jump in here, do a little bit of testing in the red tier zone, and then we're going to go do the dark ether because I need some elder sigils and I want some mega holding. With that, welcome back to the channel, everybody. If y'all don't know, my name is Ghost. Appreciate everybody that stops by the video today. If you're into zombies content or anything Call of Duty, rock the hell out of that like button for me and subscribe to the channel, guys. We just ended up hitting our massive goal of 20,000 subscribers, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support. It honestly truly does mean the world to me. I can't wait to get into everything about this run and this loadout after a brief word from today's sponsor. If you guys want to unlock the new Mark of the Survivor camo, or possibly even any of those get higher camos here in Modern Warfare 3, and you really just don't have the time to put in to get these challenges done, well then be sure to check out Midge Cactus. They're the biggest and most reliable sellers with heaps of brand new offerings for MW3 with completely safe and legitimate services for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. And with all the great reviews on Trustpilot, you guys should definitely check them out. Be sure to use code REALG for 5% off your entire order for a limited time only. Alright guys, so starting right off the bat here, we ended up flying straight into the red tier zone to get one of those triangle Easter eggs done. Now I did also bring in a flawless crystal and a legendary ether tool. I want to see what this thing is doing at its absolute maximum potential. While we were in the red tier zone, it really didn't do that bad. Now the one thing I think that it could have done a little bit better on was handling HVTs or any of the bosses. To be perfectly honest, I was able to just hang out in the red tier zone completely comfortably. This thing is really killing these red tier zone zombies in a matter of probably only 2 or 3 shots, and how fast that this thing shoots now, these things definitely aren't a problem. So if you just want to hang out in there and do things like the Outlast contract or like the raid weapon stash contract and things like that, you should have absolutely no problem. I do think if I would have had myself some mega holding, it would have made this SMG way better. The cool thing about this thing is that it does have a 100-round drum, so after pack-a-punching it, you are going to be sitting on 200 rounds before you have to reload, so it's not too terrible. The other thing that this SMG would be really good for is taking on something like the Season 2 Dark Ether, because if we come in here, we can easily take out the HVT no matter what it is with either a jug suit or a sentry gun, thermite grenades. Just bring in some to help you out with these guys. And after that, everything should pretty much just be smooth sailing, because all you really got to do is hold off the zombies inside of the Outlast contract, and then with the ether extractors, that's all done with pretty much decoy grenades. And what I really hate is when I end up killing a bunch of zombies all around right where I end up completing the contract, and then I'm trying to get my items out of the rift, and I end up swapping it out for whatever I have equipped. You guys will see here, I end up actually struggling trying to find my ether blade for a second. Check this out, guys. We got our mega holding, which is exactly what I wanted for coming in here. So far, I gotta say this SMG is not bad. Would I rank it like among the top best of the best? Probably not. I do think it could get you guys through the majority of anything that you really wanted it to, especially if you really like this gun, if you're really comfortable with it. And yeah, this is definitely something that's worth rocking. I would just slightly recommend whenever you come over to do the Outlast contract that you bring in a couple of things to help you out, like maybe set up a sentry gun, bring in a few extra decoys, just anything you can to just kind of help this thing out ever so slightly. And I usually do this stuff with no matter what I bring in here, but just it's good to be precautious. Now I do like whatever they did to this SMG. It definitely does feel a little bit better, but I do feel like it could just use another little buff. It's definitely not bad, and it will get you through, like I said, pretty much whatever you need it to, but there is so many other better options out there. Just why wouldn't you pick one of those? But honestly, don't let that completely deter you, because even though this thing does have quite a few cons, it also actually does have quite a few pros as well. Power is relatively decent, and it is an SMG, so it does have a little bit of that better movement. Even when you slap on that 100-round drum, this thing is still moving better than most of the ARs. Believe it or not, in zombies, that is a huge plus. Like, sometimes I always try to tell people there is a lot of other factors when it comes to these weapons. Damage is like the biggest one. It really cannot be understated how important the movement is in zombies. In Modern Warfare zombies, it's gonna be a little bit less, but I mean, especially in round-based zombies, like you guys will see in Black Ops 6, if you're not really familiar with round-based zombies yet, yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a different ballgame. When you factor other things in like snappiness and handling and things like that, recoil can mostly be mitigated by controller players because we have Deadshot and we can just spam that and just really abuse the aim assist here in zombies, but unfortunately that doesn't exist for mouse and keyboard players. They definitely still rely on good handling and controllable recoil and things like that. If I had a rating scale of like from 1 to 10, 1 being just complete dog water and 10 being just an absolutely insane OP weapon, this thing would probably fall right at a 5 5.5, maybe even the 6. The fact that I think that it could kill the HVTs just a little bit faster is honestly a really big hit for me. When you are doing things like Outlast contracts and stuff like that, and when you're getting swarmed by Disciples and Manglers, it's just good to have something that is able to take these guys out quickly because you're dealing with all the zombies and everything at the same time. But that's just my thoughts on it. Anyways, guys, I do appreciate everybody that took the time out to watch the video. I'm sorry it was a little bit of a shorter one today. I did enjoy my time with this AR, and I do appreciate whoever left me that comment. If you guys do have any other loadouts that you would like me to try out or make a video on, please leave it down in the comment section. I would love to know about it. Overall, this run really was not too bad. We ended up coming out with a couple legendary tools, a flawless crystal, we got 2 mags of horde, we got another elder sigil, which is definitely cool. We're gonna toss up that loadout up on the screen right here for anybody that wants to check it out. Again, thank you everybody for all the love and support. I greatly do appreciate it. Drop a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if anybody is new. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.